Juice is a privilege, not something you drink out of a dirty glass.
Your hair is a privilege, and it needs to be cared for. Family heirlooms are a privilege, Millie.
If you don't take care of your teeth, you lose the privilege of having them.
Hi everyone, and welcome into Leah Binges, because my name is Leah and I like to binge watch a lot of movies and TV shows, and today I'm going to be discussing The Housemaid, which is the movie adaptation of the Frida McFadden book. And I overall did this completely out of order. I had only read one Frida McFadden book, which was Never Lie, going in to see this movie, so I had not read the Housemaid book. I saw the movie over break without knowing too much about it, but I do tend to enjoy thrillers, so I went based off the genre only. After seeing the movie, I wanted to continue the series and hear where the characters went from there, so I read the second book. After reading the second book, I did decide that I wanted to go back and read the first book to see how it compared. I wasn't originally planning on doing that, but there were some questions I had about the characters and their motivations that I hoped the book would answer. I will say I scripted this when I planned to read the book before filming it, but I need to film today and I have yet to actually read the first book. So my apologies that I will not actually be discussing the book at all. I will be discussing the movie adaptation and then the second book. Sorry! Realistically, it would probably take me 6 months to actually get around to reading the book, and I don't want to wait 6 months to film this video. So we're going off the information I have, and hopefully we can accept that. The movie itself, I really enjoyed. The performances were the strength of the movie. Amanda Seyfried was the absolute standout.
I wrote them by hand! Oh, fuck! I always think better when I write by hand with my nails.
Come here. Tell me. It's okay.
And Brandon Sklenar, I hope I'm pronouncing that, Sklenar, was also amazing. He was the one who played Andrew Winchester. He had the perfect look of this adoring and charming husband, but had that creepy air about him as well. Post-twist, he really shined despite not being in much before this. So shout out to him and Amanda Seyfried. I, however, do not love Sydney Sweeney. I know this is like a thing that's going around on the internet right now, but I didn't love her. She seems to play the same person in everything and has become someone that I can't see as characters. I only ever see her as Sydney Sweeney, so it becomes distracting when I'm watching a movie, especially considering the fact that she's not the best actress in a lot of things. So
I just realized I really enjoy being a housemaid.
You do?
For the right families, of course.
Okay. What brought you back to New York?
I missed it. Well, I really love New England, but I miss being in the city.
But you know this is a live-in position, right? I mentioned that in the ad.
Oh, yeah, yes. Oh, yeah, no, of course. Yes.
Oh, God, okay.
I miss being near the city, not actually in the city. It's a little crazy.
Yes.
every time I see her on screen, I just think of her as Sydney Sweeney and can't see her as the character. It got better as she was like decent in this movie, so it got better the longer it went. But then I'm reading the book, and even though the book is showing Millie's motivations, I am seeing her as Sydney Sweeney, so I'm like not comprehending properly, which genuinely kind of sucks. The casting of Sydney Sweeney was also very out of place in this movie to me. The sex scene with her was completely unnecessary, but it seemed like they only casted her in order to have a full nude sex scene to attract a sexual audience. But the whole audience that I went to was women, so that was clearly pointless. I didn't even know there was a sex scene with her in it. But then I was talking to this guy on Hinge, and he was talking about, oh, the only thing I've seen about the movie is people saying, oh, don't bring your boyfriends to go see it. And I'm just like, that's played out stereotypes, and who cares? I fear with that type of messaging, we may have lost the plot and the messaging of the movie itself. It isn't meant to be sexy or romantic. It's a thriller, and I guess, spoiler alert, the man of the movie is the villain. Enzo as a character was very out of place for me. I understand he does more for the second book, but he did nothing for me in the movie. I felt like he was just there to create mystery in the first half of the movie, because he just would like stand there ominously, and it's like, okay, are you gonna do anything?
What are you doing here?
I work here. What are you doing here?
You...
I did love the comedic moments, particularly because of the audience that I saw it with. It was nice to have and hear a little chuckle amidst the chaos, especially considering there were some parts that weren't even meant to be funny. Like after Andrew and Millie sleep together, they wake up and Andrew makes a comment to Millie about, I didn't think anyone could look so beautiful in the morning. And there was this woman in the audience who let out this laugh that came from the depths of her soul. Like it was completely involuntary.
This is gonna sound really cheesy, but I didn't think anybody could look so beautiful in the morning.
And then the whole audience started laughing because we could all tell that she truly didn't even necessarily find it that funny, but it was just like laughing at the cringiness of it all, and she could not help herself. And that was probably one of the highlights of seeing the movie, honestly. There was such a creepy and realistic element that I think a lot of women, myself included, have a fear of marrying a charming man only for him to turn out to be a controlling and abusive psychopath who locks you in an attic.
I thought he was so goddamn charming, humble, handsome, $1 million smile.
I need you to be better. For the both of us, I really do.
Andy, I'm gonna get my fucking roots fixed, okay? So you can let me out of the room now, please.
I will. Just not yet. I need you to understand that there are consequences to your actions.
What are you fucking talking about?
So, didn't love that. I did love the ending and how it hints to her helping other abused women. It's the heart of her character and extremely satisfying to put her skills to good use. So I did like that.
I have to warn you. My husband is a hard man to please. So do you think you can help?
When would you like me to start?
Overall, I really, really enjoyed it. Now to touch on the second book. The second book is not great, unfortunately. It's very lazy writing, and we spend 200 pages hearing Millie complain about her life and her boyfriend. I need to tell him the truth, only for her to cancel on him yet again and repeat how he needs to hear the truth, and then doesn't build any suspense because we already know the truth as the audience. Who cares? She complains about her apartment for 200 pages and reminisces about Enzo and how much she loves Enzo and he went back to Italy for his dying mother. But like, how can I love Brock when I love Enzo and I miss Enzo? No one cares. Like, it was much more romance than it was thriller for the second book, which sucked. It's supposed to be a thriller book. Like, genuinely. The movie ending, as I previously stated, set up such an interesting concept of Millie helping women escape their abusive husbands. But book 2 skips through all that and just explains it away that, like, her and Enzo helped them escape the legal way, and now she's pursuing a social work degree and doesn't do that anymore. Why not, girl? Like, I think I'd rather read, like, a very unrealistic book about Millie becoming, like, a serial killer and killing off abusive husbands. I'd read that.
Nina didn't tell you why I was in prison, huh? I was in prison for murder.
Because that's kind of where the first movie left off. And then we come to book 2 and she's just like, but we did it the legal way. I was in jail for 10 years for murder, and then I killed another guy, and now we're just gonna do it the legal way now. Sure. Did we completely forget the aspects of the first story, which is that the legal way doesn't always work?
Every asset was in his name. I had no money, no credit, no family, no friends. I was a psych ward frequent flyer with 0 chance at custody. If I tried to run, Andrew would hunt me down and drag us back, and everyone would call him a hero. I was trapped. There was no chance in hell he would ever let me leave the marriage alive.
And that's kind of what book 2 was talking about too, where it's like, oh, well, I'm an abuse victim and like the legal way doesn't always work and yada yada yada. So I'd rather just read a whole book of Millie like killing people. Millie as a character though in the second book completely regressed. She should have loads of experience at this point and loads of knowledge, but she acts like this is her first time and is constantly making stupid choices and mistakes. So it was very frustrating as someone reading the book as she continues to like make the same mistake over and over again. And I ultimately called the big twist of the book, which was that Wendy was playing her and scheming the whole time, and also Enzo being the one to follow her. Those are two big twists that I called pretty early on, which was a little disappointing because when I was watching the movie, I did not see that twist coming. So then reading the second book to be able to call it from miles away is a little boring. I don't know if that's a Frida McFadden thing or a Housemaid thing, but once you know the writing, it becomes severely predictable, which is unfortunate because you read a thriller to not really know what's going on. So then if you're able to call everything that's happening, then it's no longer interesting. I do plan on going back and reading the first book for those motivations, but like I said, I just didn't have time between seeing the movie and today that I need to film this video. So can't speak on that. Sorry, not sorry. I also think I might end up DNFing that book if it matches the vibes of the second book. I do have another Frida McFadden book to get through now, which is The Coworker. So let me know in the comments if you know anything about that and if that's a good book, because I probably will read it. Frida McFadden books are extremely easy to read very quickly, but at the same time, after that book, if I don't love it by the ending, I might just give up on Frida McFadden and try a different author. Because that was the main goal when I first read Never Lie by Frida McFadden, was that I was trying to find my new favorite author. And so I'm like reading one book from a bunch of different thriller authors. Whichever one I like the best, I'm going to try more. And then if I like a lot of them, then that's my new favorite author. And unfortunately, I don't think Frida McFadden is going to make the cut. Sorry. But so I do look forward to finding my new favorite thriller author. And I do hope that they make the second book into a movie, because I'm wondering if the highlights of the movie came more from the performances and the directing than it did the writing of the source material. So I look forward to seeing how the second book would translate into a movie, because it was kind of boring book-wise. So I would be interested to see if they are able to translate it into a really good movie like the original Housemaid. Anyway, that's it. I know this is a bit of a shorter video, but I didn't have a whole lot to say about the movie as a whole, and I'm sure my family members will appreciate a shorter video. Speaking of, today I am filming with my new setup, which I still have yet to perfect. I know in these videos it's gonna look like I'm staring down the whole time, because usually just little fun facts about my filming, but my notes used to be above my camera, and now with this setup currently, my notes are below my camera. So I will have to see in editing how bad that looks on camera with me staring at my notes the whole time, and we can adjust the next time I get to film and see how it goes. So I'm still perfecting it, but so shout out my step-sibling who got me a rising desk, so my computer and my phone is no longer sitting on 4 boxes and balancing and holding on for dear life. Shout out to them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you guys in these videos in the new year and hopefully seeing my channel grow. I do hope to post a 2025 year in review / goals for 2026, but I would like my TV time Wrapped to be released before I do that, and it has yet to be released. I think they probably won't release it until like mid to late January, which is a little unfortunate because I would have rather posted it earlier. That will probably be the next thing that I get to film, and we'll see where things go from there. But I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to my channel so far, and I look forward to seeing who joins me in the new year. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel and give this video a like if you enjoyed. check out any of my other videos that I have posted and be on the lookout for any future videos. Also, comment down below if you saw The Housemaid, read the book. I love to chat with people in the comments on their thoughts about different movies and TV shows that I watch, so feel free to leave your opinions in the comments down below, and I look forward to seeing you all in a future video. Bye!
These cups, they're like little doll cups, Andrew. You see what I love to drink juice out of these. Gravy boat? I fucking love gravy. I had no idea they made these.
Right now. Please stop.